sometime yesterday, Elizabeth Warren, maybe it was 2 days ago now, I can't, everything's blurring together. Elizabeth Warren said, there's no way we should be allowing, following the revelations on Monday, we should be allowing a president under federal investigation to have a lifetime appointment to the Supreme Court. And seems like a reasonable argument to make, at least one that I think is going to resonate. And here is Chuck Schumer, not the most liberal member of his caucus, but the leader of his caucus, going out and making a pronouncement that I imagine he would not make unless he had some reason to believe that he could deliver in terms of the votes needed for a filibuster. And here is Chuck Schumer on the floor.
The Supreme Court matters a great, great deal. It matters for workers who want to protect both their lives and their jobs, for employees who need to be able to seek redress for discrimination, for parents who want their kids to get a fair shake in the education system. It is with all this in mind that I have come to a decision about the current nominee. After careful deliberation, I have concluded that I cannot nomination to the Supreme Court. His nomination will have a cloture vote. He will have to earn 60 votes for confirmation. My vote will be no, and I urge my colleagues to do the same.
And so here he is setting it up. He's going to have to earn 60 votes, which suggests that the Democrats are going to attempt to filibuster. Well, I think it's explicit. He's going to, they are going to attempt to filibuster. Whether or not he will be able to hold the caucus, it remains to be seen. He needs to hold 4, 5, or 6 votes. 6 votes, and unclear if he can do that, but...
Do you think Manchin will be one of those votes? Because he was on Meet the Press yesterday talking about Russia.
I mean, the thing about this is the thing that Elizabeth Warren does when coming out with that, and then Chuck Schumer followed quickly, is Russia gives a guy like Manchin cover to vote against cloture. Russia is...
It's the Ruskies, man.
Yep.
Serious business.
And this is pretty low ball stuff. And I guess if you're worried about a nuclear confrontation over the pronouncement that, well, I mean, put aside Russia. It doesn't have to be Russia. The FBI has said that we're investigating the Trump administration. It could be for anything. It just so happens to be these contacts, which I think, you know, if they were colluding, really, actually, even with, let's say, Russian mafiosa.
Even them.
Even if it was like Italian mafiosa.
Even those guys. Who'd have thunk it?
Colluding with them to hack into the DNC servers, that's still a problem and should not end up probably causing World War III.
How ironic would it be if it did somehow end up involving the Italian mafia and it was literally a fat guy in New Jersey that hacked into it?
Exactly.
That would be how I'd love all this all to end.
I think something like that is, at least from the perspective of the Trump administration, I have a feeling if any of this is true, I imagine that's what it was. They were colluding, if it's true. I don't know if it is. But if they were colluding with somebody that they didn't realize they were talking to Russian agents, they were just talking to Russian mafia.
You think you're dealing with the mafia, and then you think they're dealing with what do they wear, name tags? You think you're dealing with the mafia. It's a government. Totally unfair.
Fake
totally
mafia.
Unfair.
Fake mafia.
I've been dealing with the mafia
I've been saying
for years.
Fake mafia. That's what I've been saying.
And so I call it the fake mafia because they're government.
If it helps for a couple of votes on filibustering Gorsuch, I'm all for it. And then the ball will be in Mitch McConnell's court, and he will have to either they'll have to nominate somebody else, or, and the beauty of that is, of course, it's not about Gorsuch at that point, right? For those half dozen votes. It's about the FBI investigation. Or he's going to have to nuke the filibuster for the Supreme Court to place on the Supreme Court a nominee of a president under FBI investigation, which, if I had to bet, is exactly what he's going to do. But at least there will be some political value to the Democrats down the road if he does that. Hey, folks, Sam Seder here. Donald Trump can kiss all of our asses. And one way he can is by you subscribing to this channel. I don't know how that works.